Hi, I'm Jen. I've started working with Cannery for the last few months, and it's completely changed my life. So I wanted to share some of my experience with you. I work in a pretty intense field. I work in marketing and advertising. I'm in a pretty high up position. I run a department within a marketing agency. So as you can imagine, it's really fast paced. There's a lot going on every day. There's a lot kind of coming at you. So, and that's just one aspect of my life. So I've always worked in this kind of high intensity field, very competitive, tight deadlines, all of that kind of stuff. Then on top of that, I have two kids. They are young and they require a lot. So there's also a lot of kind of stress there as well. So I came to Cannery a few months ago because I was really struggling with kind of imposter syndrome and this issue that I think a lot of women have, especially high achieving women, which is this kind of like core of not believing that you're enough or not believing in yourself enough. Um, or, kind of that self-doubt, inner critic kind of thing. And that was really becoming a big problem for me. I was starting a new role. And so I really did not want to carry that energy into my new role. And I was kind of at this point, kind of an inflection point where I was like, all right, you got to change something because you've done the meditation, you've done yoga, you've done therapy, you've done all of these different things. And yet this feeling is still inside you and it's kind of like trapped. So I started looking into what else I could possibly try. And I'm definitely the type of person that will try anything. So this is how I found Cannery and started working with her. And right off the bat, I could see a difference in myself through, the program that she put together for me of, books that she recommended that I listened to. So I was listening to audio books. I was listening to these recordings that she has created that made a huge difference for me. I was listening to that every night and every morning. And then our sessions that we have in person. So through that, over the last few months, I can say that really like that inner critic that used to be so ever present in my life and my sort of day-to-day, hour to hour, minute to minute existence is it's just not a problem anymore. Like if it's there, it's like it doesn't bother me. It's really small. It's really quiet. It's nothing like how it was before at all. And I think I have a better attitude. More, um, I have more respect for myself and appreciation for myself than I had in the past. I think I was really hard on myself, and I think a lot of us are. And I think through this experience, I have come to be grateful for everything I have. So that's, including my family and my relationships and my job, but most importantly, in myself and what I know that I have to offer, what I know that I have achieved, and who I am. So it's not just about like achievement and, I've achieved this, I've achieved that. So therefore I'm worthy. It's not that. It's who I am inside. And I've been treating myself more as I would treat a friend, which certainly was not happening before. So just in a few months of working together, I would say that Cannery has made a huge, huge difference in my life, in my day-to-day existence, in my relationship with my husband, in my relationship with my work and my kids and my friends. And so I would imagine that it's just going to keep getting even better from here. I don't, sometimes I kind of pinch myself because I'm like, how did this happen? Because I was in such a tough place before. And I really thought, this is just how it's going to be for me. Like, I'm just always going to have this kind of feeling there. But through this work, I've really been able to kind of overcome that feeling. And my life is much better now. I have much more gratitude. I have a better attitude. And I think, people feel it. People feel it. People comment on it. I feel it. And it's reflected back to me. So the energy now that I'm putting out into the universe, into the world, with the people that I interact with, it's now coming back to me. And it's kind of like this cycle of good things instead of a cycle of negative things. So I would highly recommend that, if you're a high achieving woman, if you're a woman that is, a hard worker that feels like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, which I know a lot of us do, I would highly recommend working with Cannery and trying hypnotherapy, specifically the type of hypnotherapy that Cannery offers. I think that it is life-changing, and I've already recommended it to all of my high-achieving friends.